All right, this week we have the Super Duper Mart bundle. Now, it comes with quite a large prefabricated building. Now, it does look like it belongs in the actual Fallout world set. Of course, if you put it in a bunch of trees, it won't, but the overall design looks like any other building that you would find. It does have like this, the windows up top here are actually all blown out, but the windows at the bottom are all intact. The good thing about being a prefab like this is if a random Scorch or Super Mutant randomly decides to start shooting at your stuff, the building itself will be destroyed, poof, out of existence, and everything inside of it will be fine still. So, it's pretty cheap to repair in that case. Now, overall, the actual design, it does look really well done like an actual Super Duper Mart. For an actual prefab, this works really well. You can see that it's got these lights as you walk in. It's got a good design overall. The color actually, when I first saw it in the photos, I was like, ooh, I'm not sure how that color is going to come across. But you know what? It works in a way that I was not expecting. When you get in close, you can see they actually did add a good bit of detail on it all. You can see it. You can see it's actually peeling away the metal. That's not just painted on. You can see that it is actually a peeled off piece of metal. So it does have all the stuff. Now, it looks like it's 2 stories, but it's like a normal supermart that it's got that really high double ceiling. So the interior space is usable. It's just you're going to have to build up into it. It's got a actual door set that comes with it. You've got the back hookup point right here that hooks it up. It just requires power. It does actually have its own power lines. I really like that detail. I also like the fact that the back, it's like once you get to the back, it's like whoever was building it is like, it's like a real store. Anyone who's ever worked in a building knows that up front, all shiny and nice looking. In the back, it's just plain. So they did a good detail with that, because you can see it's like shiny metal and then just concrete. So it looks very industrial. It does look like a building of that type. Now, the other side is pretty much the same thing, so I'm not going to waste either of our time just talking about a side that I've already done. Now, before I walk inside and show you all the rest, the actual roof, because it's about 2 stories tall, almost exactly. You can see here, I just put a little, it lines up almost perfectly. So if you take some stairs and do it just right, you could make it look like a fire escape or something like that and easily be able to get up and down to this part. As you can see, I can just run right over to it. It's got a big roof that you could work with. I mean, you could put a power grid up here. You could like hide some turrets so that they'll be able to fire from a distance. I mean, so even though you can't actually access it easily, you can access it even if you're just in build mode. You can even see up here, you could put spotlights. You could hide, sparklers, fireworks, whatever, to make like a show of it. So, like I said, good. It's actually a good, nice detail that they've added on that. Now, walking back down. Now, one nice thing about this is this does have a double door. And as you can see here, these are the Super Duper Mart doors. It opens that way, and you have an in and an out door. So you can see that one is walk in. Now, they do open the same way each time. It's not like you can have it go one way and then the other way. But overall, it is that nice double door. You can even have one open, one closed like that. Kind of create that image. But it is nice that they did. I like the double door. I don't think they've ever done a double door before. Or at least not. That's just 2 doors. So, in case anyone's confused by this, when you snap the first door in, you actually have to rotate the other one around to get it to snap. That confused me for a minute when I was setting this up. But you can see here, it's actually got a lot of nice detail work. You even see here where it says store hours, holidays, it's closed, the different things. You can see old post-it notes that people have put up, the welcome sign. Like I said, got a lot of detail in the actual structure itself. You've got the actual marquee type letters. I threw out a little bit of a nerdy reference to another show, which is Shop Smart, Shop Smart. But you can see they've got all the letters. You've got numbers. You got a lot of the symbols. So good big billboard style lettering. So you can do a lot of stuff with that. They do not snap to each other, but I found if you're about this far from the wall, they're very easy to get close to each other, so it's not too bad. And the interior of the building itself, you can see, like I said, it does have that double high, like store type style to it. So it does have a lot of interior space you can work. You could probably even fit a second floor in here. So, you know, like I said, you could work with that. Now, this is the Iceglow refrigerated display case. Now, I have not seen any evidence that it's actually refrigerated, so that is just the name as far as I can tell. Now, I have put some items in it, and I don't... Yeah, okay, so there it is. Those were fresh when I put it in. They're spoiled now. So it 100% does not refrigerate anything. It is just a display case. As you can see here where the cranberry cobbler actually have in a fridge. So be reminded of this to put only things that will not spoil into this thing. For instance, spoiled milk right there looks almost identical to the normal milk. It doesn't go bad. The cobblers will eventually go bad. The moldy food won't. So when you're setting up your display case, be thinking about that. But as an actual display case beyond the whole refrigerated concept, it does look really nice. Like you've got that double row of 4 here that you can see. It's got a little light. It actually flickers if you notice. Like it's, you know, so all in all, I actually do love the design. I just wish they wouldn't have added that refrigerated sentence, because then some people are going to buy it and be like, why doesn't it keep things frozen? Next up, we've got the actual countertop here. Now, this is the, like, where you know, anyone who's been in a supermarket knows this. You put the stuff on the thing, they put it in the bag. But super duper Mart design, it does look good. I do actually like this as a place to put your cash register, because it's so obvious that it's there. People don't get lost, because anyone who's ever built one of these types of places knows you could have literally neon signs aimed at these and they will still not manage to find them somehow. As you can see, they've got the actual super duper register. Now, it is kind of similar to the other metal ones, but it's got a custom skin. You see it's super duper Mart, has all the different design work. It does look good. At the same time, it's the same as the other one, so not going to go over too long on it. It doesn't light up unless you plug it in, though. So if you want the noise and you want the different things, you're going to have to plug it in. It's basically just the cha-ching as it comes out. Otherwise, you can just leave it unplugged like that. Now, this building itself does provide power to anything that's like the signs and lights, but it won't do it torch direct. That's why I left it unplugged. Now, finally, we have the backpack, which honestly, it's one of those weird it works kind of deals, because all of the items inside of it, you can see it's just 2 shopping baskets just basically tied together with, you know, belts and other things that the person found. And it works as a backpack. It's kind of funny. You can see they have all the different random stuff like toys and other things in it. That they're just, you know, they're walking back with their homemade backpack. And as such, it looks and works great. You can see here I've got one on me right now. That's where the actual flare comes from. You can see it's just hanging to the bottom. Overall, it doesn't really clip into your character or anything. It looks good. It looks like a traveling merchant, you know. As you can see, when I run around, it doesn't act all janky or anything weird. But with that, I hope this helps, and I hope y'all have a great week.